BDL's always interested me. I'm a client of BDL. I'm a fan of BDL.
Let's
Talk to me
go.
about BDL, bro. How did that come to be? What was the idea? How do you
Oh,
live with it?
dude, what started it? So I created BDL Fitness during my 6 months becoming a trainer.
Mhm.
And the idea actually sparked up when I was washing the dishes with my sister in
Okay.
after dinner. And I was like, what's a good name for like a business? And she's like, why don't you just use your name? I'm like, I can't really call it Bali Fitness because that sounds really cliche and really, that doesn't sound any good.
And no offense, but you block out a whole market.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so imagine if I used my name, that would have been, oh, that would have been stupid. So she's like, why don't you do one better? Use your initials. So my initials is actually BDL. So my full name is Bao Din Lee.
Okay.
And so she's like, why don't you just make an acronym? I'm like, all right. So then I was brainstorming and trying to like come up with a few things. And I was like, oh, so nothing came to my head. And then as I was washing the dishes with her, I just said out loud, breaking down limits. And then she looked at me. I'm like, we're both like, that kind of works.
That works out.
Kind of works. So then, I sat down with my other sister who helped me design the logo. So it's an arrow facing down in the form of a triangle. But it's hard to tell, but once you break down that symbol again, it's actually BDL put together.
Okay.
So I'll send you the video so you can have a look at it.
100%. I'll chuck that up on you guys as well.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so essentially without the BDL, you're looking at BDL.
Okay.
With the BDL, you're basically looking at it twice.
That's awesome.
But with an arrow pointing down, it's just emphasis on that breaking down limits part. But yeah, so it's my initials, but also a way of life. So it's everyone's walking around with Bao Din Lee, but it's also breaking down limits.
So where's BDL currently based? Where are you currently working? Like we just said, you're no longer at UFC Bankstown.
Yeah.
Where are you at now?
Yeah, so after UFC Bankstown, I ventured to Marrickville, which is like the opposite end of Bankstown. It's like a good 20 minutes away. And I actually ended up at a place called Fitness Playground. Was there for about a year until I decided to leave and try and like grow and develop. And then I found a gym called U Personal Training, UPT for short, which kind of rolls off the tongue like BDL. So like BDL at UPT, just kind of rolls. I think again that was a big sign from the big man upstairs.
You
like,
love your acronyms, eh?
It is, yeah, it was, yeah. So I'm with a gym called U Personal Training, based in Marrickville. We're currently working outdoors at parks, like because every other trainer at the moment has to work outdoors. But we have a little private personal training studio type of thing. It's pretty massive. Once lockdown's over, you're coming over, you're having a look at it. We'll do another one of these. We'll talk about more how we disagree on things.
I love
that. But yes, I'm with you personally at the moment, and I think for the first time in a long time, it feels right. Everyone here has that same mindset that I like to project on my clients. I like to break down the limits, not just in fitness, but in life. And by doing that, I focus solely on the client. And you personal training is all about you. And so we as trainers, we spend every waking moment we can to try and find the best version of you without sounding too much of a cliche. But I think the fact that we're so focused on you and trying to make the perfect version of you, I think that resonates with a lot of people because it's with too many commercial gyms out there, you feel as though you're a number, or you feel as though you're just another person paying to use a dumbbell or paying to swipe your card to get in or whatnot, or you're basically paying $30 a week to look in the mirror and then walk back out. You know,
Or not even do that, just sit at home with the tag on your keyring.
Yeah, 100%. Shout out to Anytime Fitness. But yeah, so new personal training is just basically about the client and trying to find the best version of themselves. We do it once, we do it right, and you don't have to do it again. And that's our entire ideology. So that's why it resonates with me a lot. Because it's, again, if you want to change your life for the better, change it once, do it right, don't ever do it again.